They told me to take it off, not in private, in court, in front of strangers, attorneys, reporters, people who didn't know me but suddenly had opinions. The judge's voice rang out like a hammer, cold, sharp, final. "Remove that medal, Ms. Hale. This is a courtroom, not a parade." I didn't move at first. My fingers twitched, but my spine stayed straight. I stood there in my old navy blazer, sleeves just a little too loose now, but the silver star still pinned proudly over my heart. I didn't wear it for show. I wore it for the women who didn't make it back, for the blood, the noise, the heat, everything that still wakes me up at night. People in the courtroom shifted uncomfortably. Some lowered their eyes. A few smirked. The judge just stared at the medal like it was breaking some kind of decorum. He said it again. "Take it off or you won't speak." So I did. I reached up and unpinned it slowly, deliberately, like I was peeling off a piece of myself. I placed it next to the mic on the edge of the wooden stand. Not as a statement, just because I had to. The silence that followed, it was heavier than any words I could have spoken. They asked for my name. "Margaret Hale," I said. "Retired, former aircraft mechanic, United States Navy." I didn't say it with pride, I said it with weight, like something carved into stone. They moved on, questions about property lines, old gates, maps, and boundaries. But the courtroom didn't feel like it was about land anymore. It was about that silver medal sitting between me and a microphone, stripped from my chest because it made someone uncomfortable. Then the judge muttered, "This isn't a war memorial. We deal in facts, not sentiment." That line, it cracked something open. People looked up. One woman clutched her bag tighter. A man in the back stiffened. And then he stood. A man in full military dress, standing at the back like a statue come to life. No one had seen him enter, but suddenly no one could look away. "Permission to speak, Your Honor?" His voice was calm, heavy. No anger, just authority. The judge blinked, trying to regain control, but the room wasn't his anymore. The man continued, "I served 3 tours in Iraq, 2 in Afghanistan. I've seen blood, I've seen courage, and I've seen medals handed out to people who never came back. She didn't wear that medal to show off. She wore it because it's part of her story, and you made her take it off like it was shameful." He walked forward. His boots echoed like a slow drumbeat. He picked up the medal, held it in both hands like it was sacred. "This isn't jewelry, it's a grave marker that happens to shine." Then he turned to me. "You didn't remove it, you surrendered it. And that's what hurts the most." I stood. We didn't say a word, we just looked at each other. Then we embraced, like 2 people who understood what silence really costs. He handed me back the medal. I didn't pin it back on, I just held it in my hand, like a memory I refused to let go of. And slowly people in the courtroom began to rise, not to applaud, not to protest, just standing, silent, still. A form of respect, words can't carry. The judge didn't speak again. By Monday, he was gone, early retirement. And I went home, put the medal in a glass case, not to show it off, but so I never forget the day when dignity stood taller than authority.